Hey guys, Doug here. Haven't had a video in a while. Sorry about that. Been on a hiatus here, working. Got a new Shars magnetic indicator base there. Real nice. But also took the compound off and made myself a steel riser block so that I can now use my larger CNMG turning tools. And now I have an aluminum insert in there, and that is just great. I'm really loving it. Nice and solid. Just tears stuff off. Taking like 60 thou off a side. Um, at let's see, 8.2, about 5 thousandths per revolution. So I'm real happy with that. It's been working out so far, and it'll be quintessential and in the CNC conversion, which I don't think I've really announced on video yet. But got my stepper motors, motor drivers, all kinds of stuff. Getting ready for a CNC conversion on this thing. Got some baggies there for shipping the terminals, but I'm super stoked on that. I just need to get off my ass and, make some brackets and get the ball screws here all machined down. Got this end all rough turned with a piece of crap insert that I had when I had my compound. But now that I have that CNMG, I can get a steel insert on there and finish that up to put in the bearing block. But really stoked on this. I can't wait to get this up and running, but it could be a bit of work and some time, but really excited about that. And also, just today, I picked up a brand new tumbler to be basically my finishing step. This is all filled with the resin type deburring abrasive media, and I just ordered a bunch of non-abrasive ceramic polishing media to go in this guy. And also I ditched that little tiny reservoir that I had for a while for the water to flow through. And I'm stepping up to this big boy here, and I'm also going to be running the down hoses from the tumblers through there. And I will be making, sorry, there's a bunch of clamps and crap in the way, but basically between the two here, the downspout hole and into the reservoir, I'm going to be making a much better filter. Got a bunch of like t-shirt material and other things, just trying to keep it cheap, but just to filter out all the crud. Also still have some of this aquarium filter pad, which really doesn't get a bunch of the fine stuff out. It just kind of gets the big stuff, but kind of layer up on the filtration. So trying to use a ton more water, have a huge reservoir so that it really can't get dirty quick, and B, step up on my filtration, because before I was basically just running this pad, which is real like a loose sponge. It's just not very tightly woven, not really what I'm looking for, but it gets all the big stuff out. And speaking of getting the big stuff out, I've been getting these all prepped up with their downspouts. And I've noticed in the past, when my media wears down, I can't really find any. I've been a real stickler on this for a while, but, you'll notice like this guy here, compared to a fresh piece right next to it, it's all worn down and getting smaller. Well, eventually it can fit right down the downspout hole, right? And I would always have to come down here and check on the tumbler to make sure that a piece wasn't stuck in there and, just clogging it up, and this whole thing's filled full of water, and in that case, the parts aren't being vibrated and getting all tumbled. So I actually went out and got some aluminum bug screen there and melted the plastic on the tip, pressed it in so the plastic in most areas goes around the screening. And then I'm just going to trim it around just like this over here on my messy ass workbench. Just like this there. So now I have a screen, like a pre-screening on my drain plug here. And if you notice, this doesn't have the barbed tip. Let's see, where did I break that off at? It's over here. Right there. The barbed tip that is typically on the end of that with this hose here. Of course I knock it off. But that's the hose size that you get with the tumbler. I have this larger stuff laying around because it's the size that my aquarium pump uses for my water system. And it just so happens if you heat it up and press it over the hex head on your drain plug, it fits right over it. And the barbed area of that plug is a smaller diameter than the hole through this area. So I basically broke off the barbed part and then drilled it out to make sure it's all cleaned up. And so now I have a larger hole through this, and I have a larger pipe going down, or a tube. So I can get more flow. I have a variable speed pump on my water system. So actually I'll have two. I just ordered another one on Amazon today. So that's going to be great. I'll be able to turn up my flow just a little bit, get some more water flow through the whole system, and clean the parts off more as they're going. But that's pretty much what I have going on here. Definitely have an update when my finishing media comes in and see what kind of finish we can get with that media in the end for those who want it. But I guess more when it happens.